what's up everyone, this is Gaurav. Welcome back to another video. Today in this video we are going to talk about legal responsibility of an international students towards their immigration status. Now most of the time many students might be not aware of all these rules and regulation, but it is the most important thing while you come here into the United States or any country when you go and study abroad. But in this video we are going to talk about United States. Now like every other country, United States has their own rules and regulation when it comes to the international students and when it comes to studying here in the United States. Now if you violate these laws, then you might have to pay some penalties and also it might lead to your deportation. And immigration rules are always complex and they are always not simple to understand, and they always keep on fluctuating and changing. So it's very important that you are up to date all the time about all the rules and regulation, and also you are aware that what steps you need to take in case you are out of status or some things like that. So in this video we are going to cover those things, like what are the legal responsibility for you as an international student towards your immigration status. So वो बहुत ही important point है, because whenever you come to study in the States there are certain rules and regulation which you might have studied but not most of them. So वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा important हो जाता है कि आपको जो legal responsibility जो है आपकी as a student into the United States वो आपको पता रहनी चाहिए, और वो इतनी सारी इम्पोर्टेंट रहती है कि आपको अगर वो रूल वायोलेट करते हो तो आपको पेनल्टीज़ भरनी पड़ती है, या तो फिर आपका स्टेटस जो है वो ख़त्म भी हो सकता है. तो इस वीडियो में हम जानेंगे कि कौन से वो जो हिस्से हैं जो आपको पता रहने चाहिए. सो इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट 10 एसेंशियल immigration responsibility which you should know as an international student while you are studying here in the United States, or you are as a student present in the United States. So without any further ado, let's keep on rolling and let's get this video started. The first essential thing is keep your passport valid all the time. Now why it is important to keep your passport valid all the time? Because well, you are going to a different country and that too on a visa, and your visa is dependent on your passport too. So if you are not having your correct validity on your passport, then your visa might not be good. Even though you got your visa for maybe 5 years but your passport is expiring, while you need to travel out of the country or back to United States, you will be having trouble. And again, to renew your passport, it's not a big deal. You just need to go to your embassy and that would be it. Maintain full-time enrollment. Now unless and until you are coming in summer semester, it is highly recommended to keep and maintain your full-time enrollment throughout your academics, like in spring and fall semester. आपको क्यों रखना है फुल टाइम एनरोलमेंट? क्योंकि इन मास्टर्स स्टूडेंट्स हो आप तो आपको 9 क्रेडिट आवर एक सेमेस्टर में, और अगर बैचलर्स के लिए हो तो 12 क्रेडिट आवर एक सेमेस्टर में लेने ही पड़ेंगे. इफ़ यू आर नॉट मेंटेनिंग दैट फुल टाइम एनरोलमेंट, देन यू आर गोइंग आउट ऑफ योर स्टेटस एंड दैट कैन क्रिएट अ बिग इशू एंड अ प्रॉब्लम during your immigration or while you travel, and also to maintain your F1 student visa. So always remember to maintain a full-time enrollment at a university while you are studying in the United States. Program extension. What does it mean? That suppose you are coming to study in a certain program, then you are applying for that program and your I-20 will have a certain limited time to complete that program. Suppose it has 2 years on I-20. Now if you are taking some of the other subjects to study, or you got any delays and your program will not be ending on the date which is mentioned on your I-20, then you have to apply or file for a program extension, because that keeps you into status. And if you exceed that and you do not tell to USCIS or your school, then you can get in trouble that you overstayed and you might get out of status. So ये बहुत important है कि आपको प्रोग्राम एक्सटेंशन अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा अगर आपके I-20 में जो प्रोग्राम का स्टार्ट और एंड डेट से ज़्यादा आप जब प्रोग्राम करने वाले हो या जो भी कोर्स वर्क लिया आपने वो करने वाले हो, तो अगर वो ज़्यादा होता है तो यू हैव टू अप्लाई फॉर अ प्रोग्राम एक्सटेंशन. डू नॉट एक्सेप्ट एनी एम्प्लॉयमेंट विच इज़ नॉट ऑथोराइज्ड by USCIS or US government. Why? Because you cannot do any employment which is not on campus or which is not in CPT or OPT. So never accept an employment which is not approved by US, because if you are caught doing that, then there might be a big issue and you might not be eligible to stay into the United States anymore because you violated law. But always accept the employment which is authorized by US. Go by the books. Do not work illegally, because it can create a huge damage to your career and all your money you spend in your education. So make sure any employment you get is authorized by the US. Do not, I repeat, do not travel outside the United States without any proper documentation or your signature from DSO on your I-20. Because क्या होता है कई बार कि स्टूडेंट जल्दी में एक्साइटमेंट में साइन लेना भूल जाते हैं DSO से, और आप उसके पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन नहीं रहता. तो व्हेन यू गो फॉर योर while you are coming back to United States for your further studies, there will be a problem during immigration checkpoint. Why? Because you don't have proper documentation. It's not enough to just have enrolled in the university, but you should have an authorized signature from your school DSO that you are traveling and you will be coming back to continue your study. It's very important to have proper documentation. If you do not, then it can lead to a big problem and you might not be able to enter United States. So always remember to take the signature behind the back of your I-20 from your DSO, and you have proper documentation to enter the United States. If you are about to graduate from a university, then make sure that if you want to continue your further studies, then you apply for another graduate degree program or any program where you want to go to before your graduation, or apply to your EAD card, with this work authorization card, because it usually takes around 90 days to process. So ये बहुत ही important चीज़ है जो आपको पता रहनी चाहिए कि आप ग्रेजुएट होने से पहले आपको फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा वेदर आपको कोई अलग कोर्स में जाना है या तो फिर आपको काम करना है. अगर काम करना है तो आपको वर्क ऑथराइजेशन के लिए अप्लाई करना है और जॉब ढूंढना है. अगर नहीं तो आपको कौन से अलग पढ़ाई में जाना है उसके लिए एडमिशन लेना है. बिकॉज आफ्टर यू ग्रेजुएट यू विल गेट 60-day grace period to stay in the United States to figure out what you want to do. So it's very important that you figure out before you graduate, so it's very easy for you to accomplish the next steps. Another most important thing is to report your new address to International Student Office or your advisor, and also to enrollment services. Why? Because they send out important documentation and also your work authorization to the address, and you have to report your change of address within 10 days when you move out. Why? Because it's very important to make sure that all the paperwork, documentation, any information which you are getting from USCIS or the university, you are getting it to your own hands, and you do not need to inform USCIS, because anything as a student, if you have any questions, any changes, you directly go to your International Student Office and your DSO will figure out everything, and they directly talk to USCIS about any of the changes you do. It is like an intermediate person. You have to deal with ISO, like International Student Organization, for a longer time till you are present as a student in United States. So make sure you to report your any of the changes, and especially when you change your address. Most important thing is to file your taxes. I have made couple of videos on international students and on H-1B visa, but I will repeat again that as an international student you have to file your taxes, and not only file it but file it correctly, because there are many softwares and you have to file certain types of form which is a non-residential form which you have to file while filing the taxes, because you are not the resident of the United States right now. So it's very important to file accordingly and file it correctly. But you are liable to pay taxes if you made any source of income into the United States. But as a student, you might be working on campus or anywhere, and it's very important to pay attention to that and file your taxes. Give truthful answer to an immigration officer if he asks you anything. Like, suppose you are traveling, and it has happened to me sometimes. I was traveling and there were immigration officers. They asked for my passport, my visa, because they were just doing a border patrol check. And if you are traveling towards more side of a border in Texas, California, or wherever it might be, Arizona, there are chances that the border patrol might come to you and ask you your immigration status. So be truthful, be confident, because you are not doing anything incorrect by staying in this country lawfully. So make sure you answer all those questions truthfully and never work illegally, because that can create problems for you. But always answer correctly and truthfully to an immigration officer, because they can double check it easily by your passport number or any data they might have you regarding you, and it can go against you if you lie to them. So always make sure you be very truthful to the officers wherever you meet them. The last thing I would like to say is always try to read all the information which is sent by International Student Advisor or International Student Office to you, because they have all the latest information, all the information about immigration, what is going on, what is not. So always try to keep track of them and always try to read them thoroughly, because it will decide what are you gonna do and how it is affecting you whenever you will be studying into the United States. So make sure that you try to read those things and you be aware of how you should be presenting yourself when a certain situation comes. So make sure that you try to read all those information given by ISA. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you got some legal immigration information from my side, that as an international student, it is highly important to keep track of your immigration status and what not to do when it comes to maintaining your status, because as a student it's really very important to be up to date with all immigration information you have and always follow the rules, because that's your career. You have invested a shitload of money and you have been trying, you're working hard and everything you have dedicated to come to United States. So please make sure you do not mess it up and you always be informed about the new rules and regulation and always follow the law. So I will be coming with another video with some more information in next video. So until then, take care and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.